Ladies and gentlemen, your favorite sweet Zionist white colonizer coming to you live from the United States of America. We're taking a look at Trump's spokesperson today.
To the woman in the purple, because I saw you were making a face at my previous answer. So what's going on?
Well, actually, I have a couple of questions. At the core of pro-Palestinian protests on college campuses and elsewhere is a demand to end the war in Gaza, a goal that this administration actually supports and has pursued. So why has this not been acknowledged or highlighted even?
Because these colleges and these protests have again put out Hamas propaganda. The
Correct.
Flyers that have been distributed call for violence. The flyers that have been distributed have the logo of an organization that has held Americans hostage, that murdered innocent babies, that murdered men, women, and children. They are a designated foreign terrorist organization, and we are not going to tolerate non-citizens, foreigners who come here on a visa engaging in such behavior, siding with terrorists. And the Secretary of State reserves the authority to revoke the green card or the visa of an individual who serves as an actually, it says right here, reasonable grounds to believe that the alien's presence or activities in the United States would have potentially serious adverse foreign policy consequences to the United States. And I think siding with Hamas makes that quite clear. Secretary Rubio exercised that authority, and we fully believe that we are going to move forward with more arrests, as President Trump previewed in his statement yesterday.
Absolutely amazing. I don't know what issue people could possibly have. I addressed this in another video. Could possibly have with this deportation. I mean, it's literally, you want to get America back in your control. You want a negative amount of pro-terror, pro-Islamic regime of Iran influence in the United States of America, less Qatar influence in the United States of America. You deport people who support Hamas. It's not really a hard equation. This man openly, and we went through the evidence from the Canary mission, I believe it was called, in the last video I uploaded on the channel, or one of the last videos uploaded on the channel. Mahmoud Khalil openly supported Hamas, and he was openly associated with groups that undermined the sovereignty of the United States of America. They wanted to destroy the West, and they want to propagate Hamas propaganda in the streets of America. There should not be any questions about this. This is like the easiest, most clearest cut solution / equation that there is. Deport the man, make an example out of him, and deport every other person you can get your hands on that has supported Hamas in the last year, that has supported the Houthis in the last year, that has supported Hezbollah in the last year. Deport them. And if they're U.S.-based citizens, put them on a list. There shouldn't be tolerance for people who don't support the flourishing of the United States of America. Why in the world would you want to import more people like this? Give me one solid reason that you would find to importing the kind of people to the United States of America, whether it's on a student visa or on a work visa. And I have to say that everything we're seeing from the Trump administration right now, whether it's Rubio or Trump himself, or I'm forgetting her name, or Elon Musk, the rhetoric coming out of this administration is absolutely amazing. This is the rhetoric that was needed during the Biden administration, and it wasn't happening at all. There should be fear sown through the hearts, sown through the souls of Arab Muslim Americans who support terror. I say that unapologetically. Arab Muslims who support terror on the streets of the United States of America should be afraid. They should be afraid. We should not tolerate the fact that this culture, okay, Arabs and Muslims have a large issue. They have a very huge issue with supporting terror. It is a part of their culture. And unfortunately, there's 2 billion Muslims in the world. A lot of them, and a vast majority of them, either support this outright or turn a blind eye to it. And you know what? It's a privilege to live in the United States of America. I'm, as a dual national Israeli and American, can acknowledge that it is an absolute privilege that I have access to the United States of America to do business here, to work here, to travel here, to have a large part of my life here. It is a privilege, and it's not something I take for granted. I would never do anything that undermines the sovereignty of the United States of America. I would never do something that undermines the sovereignty of my nation. That's messed up. And that's something I get as a U.S.-born citizen. I would never treat my country in that manner. Now, you're talking to me about people who are coming here on a visa, on a green card, on a student visa that are supposed to, uplift themselves and hopefully go back to their country and uplift their country. No, 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 no. You do not get to you do not get to support a terror group that has destroyed the nation that you come from and then walk off scot-free. And I'm so happy that we're seeing this rhetoric from the US administration right now. Honestly, it's like the most refreshing thing in the world. It's what's been needed for a very long time. I'll say on a side note, speaking of the United States of America, I'm actually here in the USA right now. I'm currently in South Florida. If any of you guys are interested in who are watching right now, are interested in bringing me to your college campus, to your Hillel, your synagogue, your church, I just finished a month-long tour across the Caribbean where we spoke to thousands of people, influenced thousands of people about Israel and the Jewish people and Mizrahi Jewish heritage. There's so much work to be done, and I'm here for the explicit purpose of doing that. So if you're interested, please get in touch with me via email, on Instagram, wherever you can. Shoot me an email is usually the best place if you want to get in touch with me so I can come speak at your local community. And we'll try to make it happen. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you long time. Goodbye, class. If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat, or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.